Since the announcement of Shorekeeper, a lot of people have been speculating, especially F2P players, that they would either be pulling for her or skipping directly for Camellya. These characters are one of the most highly anticipated characters since the launch of the game, and so many players are excited to see them in action. Kuro has strategically made patch 1.2 a filler patch in order for us F2P players to decide what we should choose. Plus, with the release of version 1.3, we will most definitely get a lot of pulls that we can able to use for our preferred banner. And honestly, I praise Kuro for doing that. Thanks, Pookie. But this begs the question, which of these characters are worth pulling for? Let's talk about it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more Wuthering Waves content. And as always, let's get right into it. So as you all know, Shorekeeper is getting released next patch, and honestly, I'm so fucking excited to play her and just explore the release of the new area coming out with her. However, we haven't gotten official information regarding her kit yet, and so how are we supposed to evaluate who to lean on pulling for? Well, it has been speculated that Shorekeeper will most likely have what Verena has, but just better extra perks, and would also be able to buff Rover specifically if he's in the team, which is honestly kind of insane since I myself am a Rover main and I really like playing him. And so we can assume from what we have with Verena that Shorekeeper can be able to provide insane damage buffs, but also heal and give sustain with a most likely cheat death ability that can be very beneficial in either TOA or simulation. That by itself is honestly super insane since she can basically be another Verena or another better Verena, but just another completely different character that you can put on your team. So what I'm saying is, what's cool about Shorekeeper being out is that she can make your life easier by allowing easier team building. So you can basically have a DPS, a sub DPS, and then Shorekeeper as your main support as your first team. And then if you have Verena, which I recommend everyone choosing in your stand-in banner, even if Shorekeeper is gonna be out next patch, you can basically have the same type of team comp with Verena as your main support instead of Shorekeeper. That way, you can have two teams ready for Tower of Adversity that F2P players can be able to use, which is honestly super good. And honestly, that's what I like about good supports. Even though Verena has sort of been power crept, she can still be played in your second team, and so you can see that there are a lot of future-proof elements in these good support characters, which I honestly really like. So Shorekeeper has so much rumored potential, and I think she might be one of the best characters to be released in the game, along with obviously the three best characters, which are Yinlin, Zhezhi, and Verena. And honestly, I'm kind of getting bored of using Verena so much in every single team I play, so seeing a change of design would be honestly pretty cool. Like, look at Shorekeeper, like, what the fuck is this? She looks absolutely insane, like, what the fuck? But what about Camellya? Well, again, we don't have any information regarding what she does and what element she is, but what I feel like the kind of vibe she's giving is more leaning towards DPS, and so you would have to build a team around her to increase her potential to the max. What's crazy about Camellya is that so many people are fiending for her. I have a friend that literally skipped 3 or 4 phases and might skip Shorekeeper as well just so he can get her dupes and her weapon. You're watching this, bro, you're fucking insane, and yo, my hat's off to you, bro, you're fucking based. But then again, with the amount of anticipation that this character has, how can we evaluate her worth in your team? I think the easiest way to understand it is that Kuro knows that everyone loves Camellya just because of her unhinged personality, and then she is just really liked in the community. So we can assume that they will make her absolutely busted, even in par with Zhezhi and Xiangli. However, what I don't like about DPS characters and gacha game in general, obviously assuming that also Camellya is a DPS character, is that they are not really future-proof and are susceptible to power creep more than actual good supports. But what's cool also about DPS, especially in Wuthering Waves, is that whatever DPS you're playing, even if they are power crept, you can still make them do a lot of damage, which is honestly insane in my opinion. I've seen a lot of people still playing Kalcharo instead of Xiangli Yao, even though Xiangli Yao is a freak 5-star character, and still do the same damage as what Zhezhi does, which is honestly kind of crazy. So what I'm saying is that even though Shorekeeper is a better Verena, there can still be multiple arguments to explain choosing Camellya over her, since she might be the strongest DPS in the game, just due to the fact that people are excited to play her and Kuro don't want to disappoint their players. So what do I suggest you to do in terms of pulling? Well, I think the best way to choose between the two of them is is to actually wait a tiny bit longer. What I mean by that is Shorekeeper will be released in the next patch, and even though you can't pull for her, you can still be able to play her naturally with her story quest, her trial, and with the release of newer Depth of Elusive Realms, you can also play her in that as well. So with that, you can decide whether you want to pull for her or not, just based on her gameplay and what she can provide. What's also better about the suggestion is that you can also be able to read her kit properly and kind of evaluate what you want to do in that regard, especially for your account and your team. So it'll give you more time to choose between the two of them without really spending any of your, precious resources like asteroids and obviously like the premium pulls that you have. But again, this is your choice and you can do whatever you want. And again, this is your account and you can also disregard any of my suggestions that I say. But that was basically it for the video. It was just like a kind of honest discussion between both of these characters because I feel like these characters are really important to take note of, and I think they will be one of the best characters in the game right now, and obviously might power creep the older characters that we have, especially Zhezhi and Verena. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful or entertaining, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe, as it will make me grow my channel very much, and it would be very much appreciated. So thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe for more Wuthering Waves content, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.